Hey everybody, it's Dave. How y'all doing? I'm doing really, really well. Actually, I'm doing great. So I thought I'd give like a little bit of an update on some of the surgeries that I've had over the last year. I am about to have another surgery on Friday to fix a hole in the eardrum. So I thought I'd give a little update on the other two. Okay. So the first one that I had last May, the sac decompression surgery in this ear. One attack, 11 months. It was 11 months, April 16th. One attack, about 20 minutes. I've had a drop attack here and there, but no vertigo after or anything like that. Just me on the ground. I could take that. I could take that one vertigo attack that lasted about 20 minutes. And that's been about it with that surgery. So I'm coming up on a year with really only one attack. It's like the first time in at least 3 years that I've actually had a relatively vertigo-free year. I'm happy. Now, I understand it might not be forever. The vertigo may come back. It probably will at some point. But hey, while it's not here, I'm going to enjoy myself. So, yeah, that's really it's really been good for me. Now, I know there's people that it hasn't been, and that's okay because not everything works for everybody. And some people asked me about the tinnitus in that ear after the sac decompression surgery. I can honestly say I have very little tinnitus in this ear now compared to before. I have very little tinnitus at all, which is great. Now, I don't know if that's from the surgery or whatever, but I literally none. Now, the hearing, that's different. That sucks. If I take the hearing aid out, I can barely hear anybody. But as far as the tinnitus and the vertigo, and I'm still off balance. I will always be dizzy. There's nothing I can do about that. So that's fine. I can deal with that. I can deal with dizziness. Vertigo is a different story. So that's been really good. So, excuse me, let's talk about the cochlear implant. Now that's been great. That is getting better and better since they opened up those channels. All the channels, everything's wide open. Voices still don't sound, they're better, but not, not your normal hearing yet. But sounds, birds chirping, are actually spot on. A bang or something drops, spot on. We had thunderstorms last week. I could actually hear the thunder in this ear. That's been great. But the words are getting there. They're getting better. Case in point, yesterday we went to buy new furniture for our living room. Basically, got a whole new living room set. And not that I'm rich or anything, but sometimes we need to do things for ourselves. So we went and bought a brand new living room set, brand new couch, love seat, a new recliner. And the recliner is awesome. I mean, it's got 3 buttons, and it's the first one will recline you back. Second one is for your lumbar support, and then the third button moves the headrest. It's great, and it's got a charger on it and all that stuff. It's awesome. Then we get the coffee table, the whole 9 yards, and I could actually, even with all the background noise, you get the music playing in the background, and there's a ton of people there yesterday. So rainy Sunday afternoon, go figure. Ton of people in there, and I could actually hear word for word what the saleswoman was telling us. It was amazing. It was amazing. And I actually even said it. I'm like, wow, I could hear her, Diane. Diane's my wife. And I said, I could hear you. I could hear her, Diane. And she goes, really? I said, yeah. And the lady's like, oh, I was wondering what that was on your back of your head. And I'm like, yeah, I'm deaf. I'm explaining the whole Meniere's disease and everything. And so, yeah, it's really, really coming along. I can't complain about it. It's taken a while because it takes they say it could take up to a year or two before everything is finally worked out. And that's fine with me. I'm a patient person. I don't need to have it overnight. As long as it's eventual, I'm happy. So that's awesome. So these surgeries really are helping me. Okay, and it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Okay, a lot of times these things don't work for people. I know people have had laparotomies like I did. It did nothing for them. For me, I got a couple good years before I went bilateral. Um, the lab, the shunt surgery, I didn't have the shunt. I just had the decompression surgery. Some people it doesn't work. Others are like me. And even the cochlear implant, sometimes they have to go in and do a revision, and even then it doesn't work. So it's just like with everything else. It doesn't work for everybody. There could be some problems. But for me, if somebody asks me about these surgeries, would I recommend them? Yeah, because it's really helped me, and it's helped me to a point where, I know when all these people come out and start talking about, oh, it's not Meniere's disease, you have a thyroid issue, it's not Meniere's disease, you have TMJ, you shouldn't take pills of surgery, put chlorine dioxide in. And then the newest one is, and chlorine dioxide is poison. I don't care what this person says, it's poison. So please don't do it. And then the new one is somebody keeps talking about that we should all get checked for Eagle's disease because there's like two symptoms that are matched Meniere's disease. And you know what? I'm sure when you do a CAT scan, that's when they can see that you got a ligament that's too big or whatever. I think it's based more on what confused with TMJ and Eagle's disease than the other way around. But, if surgeries or betahistine and these things are working for you, then none of that stuff you have. Okay? And, should you get checked for it? Yeah, why not? It doesn't hurt. I mean, thyroid test is blood test, and the other things are x-rays or whatever. So it's not bad to get checked for it. But don't start diagnosing yourself and making it out to be that you have something that because somebody made a suggestion. Or is saying this is what it was for me. Because that's the other problem. Okay? Now, like I said, these surgeries were what finally helped me to live somewhat of a functional life. Okay? It's helped me. And I would recommend them to other people. But I wouldn't tell somebody to go into their doctor's office and demand that they have a surgery. Surgery, basically, for me, is a last resort. Okay? And I'm happy I did it. But that's the update for that. And I'll probably do a series on the hole in my eardrum and how they do that. I really don't understand how they do it. I know they're going to take out the eardrum and the bones, and then they're going to do something with it, some like a skin graft or something on the eardrum, and then reassemble the bones, and then put the eardrum back in. So I know they're going to do all that stuff, and it could be that, to be honest with you, I hope it doesn't happen, but it could be that the bones are too far gone to be put back in, and I'll end up having another cochlear put in. So it could be anything. But we'll cross that road when we come to it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it at all. If it happens, it happens. And I deal with it. That's it. That's all you can do. So on that note, I will talk to you all later. Have a great night. Take care.